I think going into it, we've been training for this and preparing for this for 6 months when we knew when we found out the draw. And I keep saying all along, we kind of always felt it was going to take 3 games to get through. A win the other day would have been great and probably would have saw us through. But it's not like we're disappointed because we knew that if we played well in 3 games that we would get through the group. And so that's still on our minds.
We just got to keep moving forward, progressing each game. Getting better when we lose the ball, our reactions, getting behind the ball, making it difficult on our opponent. But, saying that we're still in the last game and we have a possibility of going through, and that's the position you want to be in, and we're happy with that so far.
I think the moment, we start to put individual, wants or needs in front of, what we're doing as a team is when we're going to crash. So I think at this point, you can see in the locker room, before the game, everybody just cares about how we do together. And I think that's all that matters. It doesn't matter who scores or how we score, as long as we get the results we need.
People are up in arms and they can't believe the call. And that's pretty cool. That's special because most people, who are soccer fans, that's kind of like a small detail of that game. It was so up and down. And obviously it ended up being a deciding factor. But at the end of the day, it was just a referee's call. And for people, particularly our American fans back home, to be so up in arms about it does show that, number one, they care, and number two, they are getting hip to the game and starting to understand how it all works.
It doesn't really matter at this point. I think everybody in the camp is prepared for what's ahead, and everybody understands what's at stake. So I think whoever steps in, whether it be Edson, Herc, either Clint himself, I think we all understand what this game means. So I don't think it matters. I think everybody's done a good job in keeping themselves involved and understanding what's at stake.
We're in a World Cup. We're going to be so motivated that's not going to affect us. We know what we got to do to get our minds and bodies right for this game, and we'll be ready to put in the same type of effort because this opportunity doesn't come along a lot in your life. This is my 2nd World Cup. Who knows how many World Cups a player gets to play in? Obviously, the qualifying for it is difficult, and we're in a good position right now, just like we were in the last World Cup in the sense of the last game, we get a result, we go through. That didn't happen last World Cup, so now we're trying to right the wrongs, and we're not going to show any signs of fatigue, I can tell you that. We're going to go out and we're going to get everything we have, and we're going to leave our lungs and our heart on the field.